General Jones, it sounds like you're signing up for duty. I like that. With this outside task force that we need to. So since the chairman left me to close out this hearing, I can't help myself since I have such a great panel here of incredible experts on national security issues. I have to ask you about something that's just been developing, which is yesterday the IAEA issued its report and on the prior military dimensions of Iran's nuclear program. Have you had a chance to take a look at that? Well, one of the pieces of it talks about the fact we know that Iran, we've had serious concerns about the Parchin facility and that what they've done there in terms of conducting experiments related to the design of the core of a nuclear bomb. And we also know that they took activities even during the negotiations process to demolish and change things at that facility. So the IAEA report, one of the pieces of it concerns me because the IAEA concluded that the extensive activities undertaken by Iran at that facility since February of 2012 have seriously undermined the agency's ability to conduct effective verification. So I just wanted to ask you, sort of post-agreement here, the IAEA report issued yesterday, so I'm not going to ask you to render opinion on it. You haven't seen it yet, but I think it raises some verification concerns. And we had the testing of the long-range missile in October, which I haven't seen a response yet from our administration on that's in violation of existing UN resolutions, and many of us have long been concerned about their missile program because you don't need an ICBM unless you're interested in delivering a nuclear weapon to the U.S. So I just wanted to get your opinions, especially General Flynn and Jones, on where we are with Iran and where we are post-agreement. If you have concerns, what they are, and what we should be doing.
I've just spent some time in the Gulf region talking to various leaders of our friends and allies, and the word that most came up in conversations is the word existential threat. Most of our friends and allies in the Gulf, quite apart from the agreement that was reached with Iran, still consider Iran to be an existential threat for the foreseeable future. And as a matter of fact, one of the leaders said, this agreement may paper over our concerns for a few years, but make no mistake about it, we're going to be fighting Iran for 25 years or 30 years. This is not going away. So I think I think time will tell, whether Iran is going to be trusted. My personal view is they're not going to be.
Well, I think just even in the immediate aftermath of the agreement, things aren't going exactly how you would think they would.
You would think. But we entered into this agreement not just in isolation, but with our P5+1 partners, and they're bright people, intelligent, and trying to do the right thing. But I just think Iran has yet to prove itself that it is ready to join the family of nations in the way of doing trade and in the way of normalized relations. And don't worry about Hezbollah, don't worry about Hamas, don't worry about the fact that they're supporting a war in Yemen, and all the other things that they're doing. And so until there's really a behavioral change at the leadership level in Iran, we should be very, very careful about what we buy into with them. And I think I've seen no evidence that they are trustworthy.